AEW Collision is coming to Frontwave Arena in Oceanside tomorrow. AEW stands for All Elite Wrestling, and it was launched back in 2019. I'm joined now by AEW star Speedball to tell us what fans can expect at this weekend's event. Mikey Bailey, appreciate you coming in. Speedball Mike Bailey is what they call you out there.
That's right.
Tell us how you got that nickname, then we'll dive into more on AEW.
Well, thank you so much for having me. When I started pro wrestling, there was a writer, I started in Montreal, that's where I'm from.
Okay.
And he described my style as bouncing around the ring like a speedball. You know the piece of...
Yes, the speedball, right.
So I'm a lifelong martial artist.
Sure.
And since then I've traveled the world. I've been to Japan for many, many years. I spent a lot of time in Europe.
Okay.
And I mean, AEW is where the best wrestle. So I took my time to become the best, and it took me to where I am today.
There you are. Tell us a little bit about AEW. Okay, so it formed about, 7 years ago now.
7 years
It's starting
ago,
to take off. I mean, talk about that.
Things are going fantastic for All Elite Wrestling. I mean, we are a challenger brand. If you're familiar with the history of professional wrestling, there was one company in America for the longest time.
Right.
And AEW decided to completely change that up and really put the focus on the in-ring action, the athleticism, the performers themselves, the individuality of the performers is something that AEW takes great pride in showcasing. And I mean, as you can see right now,
this is high-flying stuff here.
A lot of high-flying, hard-hitting.
Look at that. Oh, no. Wow, the flip.
This is me taking on the Beast Mortos in my debut.
That had to hurt him. So I can see what they mean by speedball, man. You are quick out there between the
That's
rings.
right. I have to be. I mean, I'm just about 5'9", 170 pounds.
Okay.
I am a smaller guy.
On the end of the spectrum there. Okay.
So I got to make up for it somehow, and it's my athletic ability and martial arts.
Tell us a little bit more about your background. How did you get the martial arts, the athleticism to be able to be part of AEW?
So honestly, it was starting just finding professional wrestling on TV.
Yeah.
And I mean, I grew up in a family. I have 2 older brothers and a sister with whom I would fight a lot, right? So fighting is how I learned to love. Yeah. So when I saw pro wrestling on TV, I was like, oh, this seems about right. And then I started martial arts when I was just about 9 years old.
Okay.
With the idea of, oh, this is going to really help my pro wrestling career when I'm old enough to start that.
And you've had success with the tag team Jet Speed, right?
That's right.
Talk about that a little.
So my tag partner, Kevin Knight, we were just randomly put together in a 4-on-4 match in AEW, and we just gelled really well together.
Nice.
Kevin Knight is someone who started in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
So he's American, of course, and he's traveled a lot as well, and that's kind of where our styles come together, is the international aspect of professional wrestling. I mean, I like to say that professional wrestling is a language, it's a form of communication, and you really get to own that in when you go and go to different countries in front of crowds that don't understand your first language and have to convey the message that you want to them. And that's something that Kevin Knight and myself both know how to do really well.
That's
so
awesome.
It just made sense for us to become a tag
Let's get the crowds out this Saturday, right? Frontwave Arena in Oceanside. That's the new venue that they have there. It's an amazing place. That's where we're going to see you guys in action?
That's right. It's going to be Jet Speed along with the current challenger. He's going to be challenging for the AEW Men's World Championship.
Oh, okay.
Revolution, which is the Crypto.com arena on March 19th. Hangman Adam Page is going to be the 3 of us defending our Trios World Championship against the Demand.
Okay, so by the way, AEW broadcasts around the world in more than 140 countries, 8 languages. So you can see it wherever you are. But get those tickets. What's the website?
AEWTix.com.
Okay, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.